You want to put somebody else to do it?
I mean, I would just go through Upwork or just look at some other people's YouTube channels for the most part. Because let me stop sharing my screen. So I would just go on Upwork and then because the thing is that's why I also recommend like if you run the ad yourself for a little bit. So now I know what to look for. I'm like what a good media buyer looks like, and like I can ask him specific things, and if he can't answer it in the way I would want to answer, I know that it wouldn't work well. So
Right.
um, yeah, I would just go Upwork or Facebook groups. I think Facebook groups is how a lot of people get them nowadays, and just I would say not only show me the testimonial, but like explain the case study. Like, what did you do? What's your thought process behind it? And see how they say it. If it's very like if it's very broad and it's just like it's obvious, like if you just said, let's say it's a Facebook campaign, right? So if you just says, oh yeah, I did a traffic campaign, we set up the targeting to do this, we ran this ad, we ran an image ad, and then we ran it for 5 days, $10 a day. That's very broad. If you said, yeah, well, we ran a traffic campaign because we wanted to season our pixel, and then because we had plans to make a lookalike audience, and then once you started with the traffic campaign, I went on Facebook, um, what's it called, Audience Insights, and you know, found that um, I saw plumbing. People who like plumbing also like Pepsi, so we gave that a shot. Did some right angle targeting, whatever, etc., etc. And we tried that. The audience size was, a little bit too big, a little bit too small. So if they can go into granular detail, then I know, like, okay, this guy has an idea what they're doing, and give them a
Yeah.
shot at it. But you just want to make sure that they just all honestly just know what they're doing. And I think I think a lot of people use Facebook groups. I personally haven't had to buy a media buyer yet. Um, but I think Facebook groups, Upwork would be good
I
ones
don't want to
too.
do media bar yet because I want to know my business in and out first.
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't really. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people focus on that. It's fun. It's funny. Another guy, a while back, he got on a call with me. He was like, "Yeah, I got a media buyer, but now I'm trying to get clients." I'm like, "Why weren't you trying to focus on getting clients first?" He's like, "Oh, I want to make sure I had
Exactly.
a media buyer." I'm just like, "You saw how fast you got a media buyer, right?" And now it takes the hard part is getting the client, not getting the media
And
buyer.
plus, you don't know your business. Like he can tell you
Yeah,
like literally, oh, I'm doing this. But since I already know I ran Google ads,
yeah.
you can't bullshit me. You know what I mean? I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah. He could just be like, "Yeah, I did a Google shopping campaign. That's the best one." And if you have no idea what that is, you're just like, "I guess this is what you do for the most part." Albeit, I mean, there may be some things that they may do that you may not just be familiar with, but they should be able to explain it to you in detail of like what this is and how this can lead to better results. If they can't, then it's like I would be kind of scared. But
isn't like Facebook marketing like I don't know. To me, it's like tire kickers. You know what I mean? That's why I chose to just do a Google Ads
no,
only.
yeah, that's the thing. I wish I initially started with Google Ads too, because Facebook is. I mean, there are some leads that did convert through Facebook, but what you have to tell clients if you're doing Facebook is that a lot of the leads on Facebook aren't gonna be good, but the one
Right.
or two that are good, they're gonna make up for the one or two leads that the rest of the leads that are bad. I would say something like, what was I gonna say? You're not paying for the 40 bad leads you got. You're paying for the one or two good leads that you get, something like that. So yeah, so this is your mock campaign. We'll go over that.
Yeah, I made this from a course I bought, but
Yeah.
let's say where do you want to start? Like,
Oh, did you get the Click Geeks?
yeah, it's actually really good for lead generation.
No, yeah, I got that course too. It's very great. Yeah, you chose it right.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
out of
they're
all the
really good.
courses I bought, like I bought Isaac Rudansky, but that's more like ecom and like I don't really want to do ecom right now, like I said before. Then I
Hmm.
bought another one which was where is it? Where is it? This one, but this is just I feel like I would spend my money for no reason because he's doing one campaign which is like you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Wasn't enough, and then the Cliff Geek just
Yeah,
you
no,
know
they're
they
very
and
they're
like
very good. I
they give you the tricks, they give you
Yeah.
like you know what I mean,
They make
and they're
it
like so
it's
like
they're very no fluff. That's what I like. It's like
yeah
very
exactly like
no fluff. There's no surprise. Like I got the landing page course at first, and I'm just like, wow, it's that simple. It's like I would thought
Yeah,
you
I,
had to do
I have
this.
two.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I had to do this, that, these, and those. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny how it's like I saw the ad game. Like, yeah, that's definitely from Click Geeks. I'm just noticing the name as well.
but
Um,
these are like, let's say I made these like, he
Let
told
me
me
see
like
the ad groups.
of course.
Oh, you did like
Then
the cute, yeah, yeah.
if
If
someone
you
doesn't
honestly,
course,
that's I'm starting to do like that as well, and it makes sense
ooh,
like the way they explain it.
this
So
helps, dude.
yeah, so
Ooh.
I mean,
Let's
they,
see, let's go here. This is like one ad group I have here. It's not random, it's just a mock.
oh yeah, 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 just a
So
mock.
then I'm
That's
following literally everything he says. I'm doing it by myself.
mm-hmm.
So exact and phrase match. And he says I think is the end of the end of the funnel keywords, if I'm not mistaken, like high
Bottom
intent
funnel,
keywords basically.
bottom
Yeah, bottom
funnel,
of the funnel. So people are gonna
best
search
roofing
best roofing
company.
company, best roofing company, certified
I would
roofing.
be careful for terms like best roofing. So here's a trick that I kind of made up on my own, but it kind of works. So search Google for best roofing company. Just type it in, and then
But then
see what type of
below,
results that you see. Because what the SEO will tell the SEO will tell you the intent behind just not without the near me, yeah, the intent behind it. So let's see. So scroll down. Keep scrolling down. Ah, yeah.
it
See,
has none of these things.
yeah.
Top one.
So you see how it's like kind of like directories and stuff. So that tells me that that keyword, if people are looking for that, they're looking to more. They're not looking for a roofing company like at the moment. They're looking to explore and like see a lot of different roofing companies, and they're most likely looking for a directory of like a top five,
Right.
top 10 list. So um um so just be aware of that. Like words like best things, like best roofing company or like best whatever. I would still target them, but make sure they're not taking up a lot of your spend. So like roofing near me, like roof repair company, like search that roof repair company, and then I always just if I'm like unsure of the word, I just see like the SEO results. Low cost roof repair keeps going down, and then what did they?
Right here.
Okay, yeah, so roof repair company, that's still a good keyword to target. It's not for all of them, but cause like actually, yeah, because there are some keywords that are like very exploratory. So
Yeah.
go back to your so like best roofing company. That's a fine one to target, and a roofing company team that's a good one to target because you can. I literally think if I'm searching that, I am looking for a roofing company, but roof repair only companies. Yes, roof repair only companies would probably be a really good one because it's that's very specific. Reliable roofing
I try to
company.
focus on like high intent. Like I try to put myself as the searcher and how I would search it as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
that
See,
actually helps.
that is exactly how you're supposed to think of it. It's just like what kind of idea am I getting if I'm searching this word? If I'm searching this word. So
Then like, I didn't have a lot of negatives. It's just an overview of it. Like he said to put careers and stuff like that.
yeah,
And then stuff that you don't want like shingles, tape, tiles, product, paint.
yeah. I just you can also just download a negative keyword list from the internet and just also put that there as well. Google if you're worried about if there's too many negative keywords, Google will say, hey, these keywords that you blocked may be good, and then you can decide from there. One thing though, I'm gonna start asking for it when I get new clients for Google Ads is ask for their competitors' names and having them send me a list of their competitors, national and locally, because if you do phrase match of roofing company near me, someone could search competitor roofing company and your ad will show up. And there's been a couple times where my clients have gotten calls for that, and they're like, "Oh, I thought you were X company," when you're not X company, and then it's a waste of a lead right there. So
Right.
just adding it as a negative keyword would be the best thing to do. So that's why I would just ask before you onboard. That's one thing I am going to start doing. Um, just saying, hey, what are the list of your local competitors and any national competitors I should be aware of? That way we can block them and stuff like that. I mean, it's still gonna happen. Some keywords might get through the cracks, but it should be fine. Um, but yeah, those keywords are good. Best roofing company is fine. Just be not be careful, but just if you're ever unsure of the keyword, just search on it. And then if you're seeing like directories of like the different keywords and stuff, it's fine. But the problem is if you're seeing like saying like top images or like top roofing repairs or like if you're seeing like if it's for like ideas, so like for example with bathroom remodeling, if many people target bathroom remodel, but if you search bathroom remodel on Google, you're gonna get bathroom remodel ideas, 50 yeah, 50 plus bathroom remodels ideas,
exactly.
2021. And that just tells you that okay, people aren't searching to remodel their bathroom, they're looking for bathroom remodeling ideas. Um so yeah. Also, quick thing with the responsive search ad. So,
Yeah, I don't know how to change this back to like a regular
oh yeah,
text.
yeah, yeah. Google loves doing that. Hold on. It's so small, dude. It's annoying. Scroll down. Um, there's like a place where you can say wait, hold on, X out of it. Like just go into the ad portion. And get to the gym soon.
Yeah, like I know how to do it from here. Like
Click
you go
plus.
here and then you go to
Yeah, yeah.
responsive
Google makes it tough.
and then you go to switch back. This is the way I know how to do it, but I didn't want to like write a whole nother ad. Oh, actually, what the switch back to text. Look, and it switches. But then when you switch, you have to write no another ad
No, yeah,
all over.
that's what it is. Because responsive search ads just they mix and match everything. With text ads, they keep everything the same. Honestly, every time like people recommend using it just to make Google happy, but every time I've used responsive search, my text ads just do better. Like,
Yeah, because it's like I don't know what's going on with these people. I believe in AI, but I also think that AI will never outwork a human being. You know
oh
what I mean?
no,
So
no, like Google can make the best guesses, and I thought for a while that oh, it's great, but when you look at the cost and everything like that, it's just the text ads just always work better for me. So I'm
it's
like,
not worth it.
let me not even do it for the most part. Google's gonna suggest it. When I talk to other Google consultants, not from Google themselves, but like other people who've worked with Google Ads, they say just to do it, just two text ads and one responsive search ad. Um, to say oh it makes Google happy and stuff like that, but I don't care what makes Google happy. I care what makes my client
The
money.
best, yeah,
Yeah, and just doing text ads is just the best overall. Like every time I do responsive search ads, after like 3 months of running them, seeing the data, just like, wow, my text ads are destroying them.
yeah,
And the thing is,
exactly.
they don't even. It's hard to even decipher like what combinations they showed in order to do it, and they don't even show that many combinations because you can imagine if it's like 10 headlines, 4 descriptions, that's like hundreds of different combinations. So they're only
And
gonna
the
show
one
like
doesn't make sense. Like the
yeah,
way they put it, it's like, what the hell is this?
no, yeah, and it's
I
just
catch it too.
well, you
I
can
catch it when like inside the simulator when you're
mhm.
putting like 10 headlines and stuff. And then I read, I'm like, yo, that doesn't even make fucking sense.
Yeah, that's where you would have to pin them. Like if you have to use pins, so like that way something that's supposed to be the first headline, you pin it at it always appear at number one because you know
Okay.
if it appears at number three, it's not going to get seen or it's not going to make sense at that during that. So
Description. Okay.
yeah, just making
Yeah.
sure that you pin them. Um, so it seems like we covered pretty much everything for the most part. How
Right.
many people do you recommend I call, or email, DM, or Loom a day? As honestly, if start out slow. I mean, not start out slow, but like as much as like it depends on the person. Like some people can do 100, some people can only do 10, but do
I just
something.
I don't know.
Just do consistently something. Like if it's 10 a day, keep doing 10 a day, 10 a day, 10 a day. Take, like I was saying, it's the small steps. So don't
The
just say,
math.
oh, I have to do 100 a day. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to do 20, be like, I can't do this anymore, I'm going to stop. Either you say, let me do 10 a day, you do it for 5 days in a row, you get 50 businesses right there, right? So things add up.
He runs the ads and he makes sure to close them before he puts them in the realtor calendar.
Hmm.
That's why he charges them like 2,500 and stuff like that.
No,
Because all
yeah,
they have to do is get on the phone and then appoint for the
yeah,
house.
yeah. The closer you can get the customer to the finish line. So like if you can set the appointment even, um, that you can charge more. So like what I did beforehand is when I set an appointment, I would charge 150 per lead because if you have a scheduled time and date and address and you just have to go over there and just give them the free quote, that's a lot more valuable than they have to do it or they have to deal with the lead. Um, so it was actually very easy. I just did a messenger campaign through Facebook and then I would just message them on behalf of the business, get their address and stuff like that. But I wouldn't really focus on that for the most part. Just focus on just getting your first client, setting up the VSL, and then just seeing like going more deeper into the pay per lead. I talked about it more in the course. So yeah. So anyway, I gotta run.
Last thing, there's
Yeah,
one thing.
yeah, sure.
I saw a guy. He refers to Jordan's VSL and he copied like his little, what do you call it? I think it's a case study thing. He was like, "Yeah, that's Jordan's," but I guess I was like, "No, you
I
can't do that."
wouldn't do that because if the client asks you one question, it's very kind of malicious. Not malicious, but it's like you don't know those results. I know people say, "Oh yeah, we can share case studies and all that stuff." As you just have to make sure you explain to them that, hey, this is not, I didn't do this. If you're gonna do that, you can say, hey, I didn't do this, but I know someone who did, and I know the exact steps that they did to get this type of result. But because think of it this way, if that was in your shoes, if you're in the client's shoes and you did that to them, and then they realize later down the line that you didn't get them that result, they're going to be pissed. They're going to, that's stuff that like they would probably report you for. So I would be very careful with that, especially if you don't get the client's good results. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, I would be just very, very careful if you do that, or like being able to explain how they can get the result, but just emphasizing that, hey, I did not get this result, but you can say that you know how they got that result for that client. You just have to emphasize it. You don't even need it. Like I said, it's more like icing on the cake. It's not going to be the thing that makes a sale.
Okay, okay. And the paper lead is $100, and it doesn't matter
Yeah,
if they close or not.
yeah. It depends on the industry. So like obviously you can't charge a restaurant $100 per
Yeah, of course
reservation.
not.
Yeah, but like yeah, honestly, because you can't. What I tell them is, I understand that you need to close them to make money, but like from my point of view, I can't. I'm not there with you to close that client. So the best I can do is just connect you with that person who's motivated to buy. Um, so pretty much once I do
So
that,
you set
my
them up.
job is done. And if you're able to close one lead from that, you're gonna make an extra $5,000, right? So of course, if I would gladly pay $100 if I have a high likelihood if I'm a motivated person, which with from Google the person is motivated. Um, you know, I'll be happy to pay $100 for that if I can make a $5,000 sale, like $5,000 keep that sale, you know?
So you set them up, right? Like the landing page and their campaign.
Yeah. And then obviously you set up everything and then is that what you mean? Like you set them up or
Yeah, like you set up their campaign and the landing page, and then
yeah,
that's
you
when
do
you.
everything the same way that you would do like a monthly retainer. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
yeah, it's the same exact thing. It's just the pricing structure of when you get paid is different. Overall, the same process of the services that you offer, all that's the same. All that's the same.
All right, perfect, man.
Uh,
It was my pleasure talking to you.
yeah, it was great, man. Yo,
Great insight.
keep me updated on your journey and all that stuff. I love hearing it. Um,
Yeah, man. Thanks.
yeah. All right, take care, man.